Well, Joe, right now we are in the kitchen with Lacey from Dropout Bakery. She's been with us before, made some delicious things, and I understand today we are going to be decorating some cakes.
Yeah, we're going to learn how to make our favorite icing, Swiss meringue buttercream.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yes.
Okay, well, perfect. I'm going to let you go ahead and just start on that for a little bit, but first, can you just tell me a little bit about Dropout Bakery?
Absolutely. Well, we're very new. We just opened our very first brick and mortar space in downtown Mobile at 358 St. Louis Street, and we're actually open today, so run by and grab you a treat.
Perfect. And what are the hours?
They are 8 a.m. till sold out, and we actually sell out super quick. Some days are longer than others, but you know, you never know. You don't want to take that chance and let something go.
Exactly. I know the last time you were here, you made some of the Pop-Tarts, and I still think about those. They were so good. There was Nutella ones and s'mores ones.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So very good. Don't want to miss out on that. So perfect. Did you just want to go ahead and start on the icing there?
Yes. So Swiss meringue buttercream starts with a base of meringue, and it just really makes it lighter, fluffier, you know, not so sweet like an American buttercream tends to be, because American buttercream is just powdered sugar and butter. So Swiss meringue buttercream, you start with 2 egg whites, and then you get 150 grams of granulated sugar, and then, so it's just egg whites, sugar, and then you whisk that together, your egg whites and your sugar, and you have a double boiler going just to melt the granules of sugar.
That's definitely the way to go right there.
Yeah.
And then do you think that it's easier to decorate the cakes with the meringue icing?
I think so. It just is much smoother, silkier. And when you use a piping tip, you just see every definite little shape.
I was going to say, I was looking at the cakes over there. Yeah, especially the ribbon and everything.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
more
glossy.
Defined. Yeah,
right.
It is.
So I don't think I would have time today to get the sugar granules to completely dissolve. It takes around 30 minutes to 20 minutes. And then you just pop it on your mixer, put your whisk attachment, if you have a stand mixer. You can also electrically whisk with a hand whisker. So you get that whisking and it'll fluff up to a nice, beautiful, shiny meringue. And then you add 200 grams of any type of butter. We use Kerrygold just because it has a much higher fat content and therefore leads to being much better quality. So just 200 grams of this once you have your whipped up meringue, and then you add it in a cube at a time. You might have to set it in the fridge just to, you know, help it set and hold its shape. But after 200 grams of butter, that's it. It's quite easy.
Perfect.
Very simple.
Well,
and then
I
I
like
just
that.
add my vanilla bean.
Super simple. Well, when we come back, we're going to decorate some of those cakes with Joe. Also, we're going to learn a little bit more about Dropout Bakery, especially how you got the name. I always really like that story. So we'll have those details coming up soon.
We are back with Lacey from Dropout Bakery this morning. Lacey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So Jen teased that you were going to tell us about the name Dropout Bakery and how that came to be.
Okay, so I'm sure it's very self-explanatory with the name, but I am originally from here. I went to St. Paul's, and right after I graduated in 2018, I was like, I've got to move, got to go check it out, see what else there is. So I moved right away to Los Angeles, right in the heart of downtown, and I attended fashion college. And then I just kind of, you know, realized that it wasn't necessarily for me. And right before the pandemic, I moved back home and used the time that the pandemic gave me to practice on what I loved. And I've always had a knack for baking, so it makes sense.
And what you're doing is a work of art. If we take this overhead shot of what we have here, you have made a 10 for us here on Studio 10 and Fox 10. We appreciate that. And beautifully designed as well. You're going to show us some of your techniques here.
Absolutely. So there's so many different fun ways you can use a piping bag to decorate a cake. It honestly is the quickest method of decorating a cake. So here I have 3 different colors, 3 different piping tips or nozzles, if you will. So one way, and might be my favorite way to use the piping tip, is to kind of bellow it forward, bring it back. and do that in a repeating motion.
That's my favorite way too.
Yeah, it's just like very elegant, and then it has a lot of texture.
So do you see that right here? Is that what you did on that part?
That's exactly what I did on that part.
All right, what's another technique here? I'm learning as we go.
Yeah, so another technique I like to do with my piping bags is a little swirl, and you just have to keep your hand movements consistent, and then it'll turn out. Just trust the process.
That's my second favorite technique.
I like that one too. It kind of looks like a rope.
All right, what are we gonna do with this green mixture here?
So this green mixture is a totally different type of tip. It's got the angle, so you can either make flower petals or whatever really you want to do, but my favorite way to use this tip is to just do a nice little zigzag.
Very cool looking. So tell the folks if they want to check out Dropout Bakery, what do you have to offer? What do you all sell there? What can they see? Do you take custom orders? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so our top selling items would be our hand rolled croissants. Those are just to die for. They kind of take you and make you feel like you're in Paris, or just give you that amazing feeling. We do all different types of flavors of those. Each week our menu changes, which is fun. Pop-Tarts are a huge hit at Dropout Bakery. And we also do take custom orders. So if you have an event or a birthday party that you would like to have some delicious desserts at, just contact us via Facebook or Instagram.
And like you mentioned, you do have a brick and mortar location. Are you typically open what hours typically?
Well, we are open from 8 a.m. till sold out, and I say sold out because it varies. So we bring around 25 dozen items each day, and some days, like Sundays are one of our busiest days, they go at 10:30. So it just depends on the day. But definitely you can also put in pre-orders on our website. If you just type in Dropout Bakery, Mobile, Alabama, it will pull up, and I would put in a pre-order just to secure those items.
That's the safe way to do it.
It's the safe way.
If you want some of these tasty treats from Dropout Bakery. Guys, impressive techniques here. What are we going to do when we come back in our third segment?
Okay, so it looks decorated, but it's not quite there yet.
Okay.
It's not up to our standards. So when we come back, we're going to be putting fresh flowers, macarons, gold foil, sprinkles, all of the above.
Not up to the standards yet, Jen, even though it's that impressive already.
Welcome back to Studio 10. Well, we are in the kitchen with Lacey Evans from Dropout Bakery, and she brought with us a beautiful Channel 10 cake with her, and we are decorating it now with some nice little additions.
This is the best part. So I always take my homemade macarons to kind of spice it up a bit, and I just generously put them around. I kind of work with a lot here to kind of fill the spaces.
I know you kept saying how you felt it looked bare.
It does. It looks bare to me. Just, you'll see. Just wait.
Gotta make it all nice and extra for you there.
Yeah. All right. So that's all. I'm gonna save one for you.
Perfect.
And then we go in with our beautiful blooms.
And these are fresh flowers.
These are fresh flowers, so I wouldn't necessarily put my fork to these. But they're easily removable, but they definitely do make it, like, take it to the next level.
I was gonna say they make it pop a little bit more.
Yeah. And then you know, if somebody customizes an order, you can always, choose which flowers
I was gonna say,
you want to go with.
You do custom cakes for people too.
I do, yeah. That's a fun thing because, not one cake is the same that I make.
And so what kind of occasions do you typically make those for?
I do baby showers, weddings even, which, people have asked me, do you do weddings? And we have taken weddings on. So we do, all types of occasions.
And what's normally the turnaround time for some of those cakes?
Give me around 4 to 5 days, and we'll get you a cake going.
Perfect. And if someone was interested in that, they like this idea for maybe a baby shower, another event that they have coming up, how would they order that?
Yeah, so I'm pretty easy. You can just honestly Facebook message me, or you can send me an email, call, whatever's easiest for you. We're about convenience here.
And then also I understand that maybe someone's not the biggest sweet fan, but they still like to support local. You have some other things that you offer as well.
Yes, like today we will be serving a tomato feta tart. So, you know, we've done a savory croissant option. We really, you know, you don't just come in to Dropout Bakery and see desserts. There's quiche there. We do a lot of yummy savory items. So it's kind of surprising.
I was gonna say, that looks beautiful right there.
Yes.
And so just really quick before we have to go, can you tell us your location again and also your hours?
Absolutely. We're located downtown Mobile, west wing of the Innovation Portal building, which is 358 St. Louis Street. And we're open from 8 a.m. till sold out, so you don't want to miss it. Don't want to take the chance of not getting there.
You don't want to miss it.
Don't.
I mean, this cake looks absolutely delicious. You've been adding on some of the foil right there too.
Yes, this is my favorite part.
And is the foil edible?
The foil is edible.
Okay, that's very nice.
Isn't it? It just adds a whole nother level.
I see what you mean about the extra now. It
Now.
doesn't there. Now it looks beautiful. You can still start to see that 10. Really just bring some
Yay.
pop to the party if you want to get one
Done.
of those cakes. There you go. All done. That looks
Simple.
absolutely fantastic.
It really is
Lacey.
great.
Oh, that's
Yay.
beautiful. So coming up in just a little bit, we'll have one final look at that.